Nandede comes in for this one. Looks on to Matama. And a chance here for Shiko Prince to take it on. Grace Aluka leading the scorers with 5 goals, along with Margaret Kunikira and Nasruna Hasfa, all on 5 goals in the FUFA Women's Super League. Number 10 favor for Shiko Press FC has 4 goals onto her name, and not forgetting Fazila equipped for Lady Doves, scoring 3 goals. A yellow card onto Namubiru Lukia for committing that foul onto Nasonge, and it's a free kick here for Shiko Press FC. Lutalo Hamza, Namubiru Lukia committing at this one onto Nasonge. The 3rd yellow card onto the Kampala Queens FC side. Goalkeeper commanding onto the wall. A chance here for Nabomba, and again Nabomba to find a quick way through onto this one after scoring in a sweet goal, of course, in the first stanza, yet again into the same area where she scored in number 1 for Shiko Press FC. She knows the weakness of the goalkeeper Mugide, and again Nabumba is back onto this one for Shiko Press FC. Nabumba, a long one from Nabumba, and finally pushed away from the goalkeeper, but not far. Nantongo and Nakato, goalkeeping coach here for Kampala Queens, Nachiguba Sise, and of course acting as one of the kids manager onto the under 17 and under 20 women's side on the national team. Namubiru confirmation for the yellow card here for Kampala Queens. Namubiru takes a long ball here. Nkomba Swabla, great defending here from Nkomba Swabla. This was the chance from Nabumba Fiona. And what a save from the goalkeeper Mugide. Sanyu on the turn. Nandede again. Crossing that ball away. The goal kick here for Shiko Press FC. Daphne Nyayenga taking no chances, taking no time, wasting no time. Shiko Press are still trailing by 2 goals to nil. Margaret Kunihira, Reste turns. Naluja finds space. Naluja again with a fine ball, blocked away by Namirimo. Ibunio playing that ball onto Margaret Kunihira. 3 in here for Shiko Press FC. Grace Aluka known to being into that defending position, but of course onto the Oila FC side, playing into that striking line, scoring in 5 goals surprisingly in the FUFA Women's Super League. And not forgetting Nacha Shadia was also once a top scorer in the FUFA Women Cup when she was playing in the Uganda Matters High School Lubaga Jaze before signing in onto the UCU Lady Cardinals. Nabumba, a long one from Nabumba, taken away by Namubidu, back onto the legs of Nabumba. Great play, intervention here by Matama. Long passing here from Namuleme. And to Daphne Nyayenga. Nyenga Daphne. That was too poor coming in from Daphne Nyayenga. Panic restart from Daffin. Nakato. Nabufu onto Namuleme. Takes the ball away. This is Nanziri. Rest for Kampala Queens. Great defending here from Nkomba. Cleared away again from danger from Nkomba Swabla. That is Nabufu. Dokas for you. Dokas to Shamira. Back onto Dokas. Sanyu intervenes. Good defending from Sanyu. Sanyu finding it hard to contain Nandede and the likes of Kunihira into this game. Nanzidi. Namidemu clears. Control here by Nambatia. Onto Atim. Back onto Nambatia. Nambatia again. Nabumba to Naomi Nagadia. Nasonge. Referee blowing the whistle onto the handball there for Nasonge. Taken away quickly here by Kunihira Margaret. Dafin Nyayenga. Nandede. Zaina. Nanziri Reste bombarding into the goal area with a fine ball taken away by the goalkeeper. But the ball was out of the field of play and Nyayenga Daffin would be making at this restart. Daffin. Kunira. Zaina. Great play from Zaina. Good control from Nanzidi. The flag is up here for Nanzidi. Nanzidi making a couple of runs into the goal area. Again scoring a number one here for Kampala Queens today. Making one of the good performances here for Rested Nanziri. One of the Kampala Queens players. Chance again. Nagadia Naume with the long touch here. Great play from the goalkeeper Mogede Prima. Kampala Queens trying to make it hard for the visitors. Kampala Queens again want to become the first team that has beaten Shiko Prates in the FUFA Women's Super League this season. Remaining with only 22 minutes to play at the IUIU Kaboja campus. UCU Lady Cardinals have lost 2 games. A chance here for Shiko Prates. Nasonge. Dodgers 1. Back again Nasonge. Great control from Sanyu. Great play here from Sanyu, taken away by Ibunyu. Ibunyu again on a turn for Shiko Prates. Ibunyu tries to fire up across. Kunihira takes the ball away. Kunihira again. Margaret Kunihira for Kampala Queens. And great play here from Ibunyu. FC Toro Queens, the team that has made the highest number of draws in the FUFA Women's Super League this season, making 5 and down to 80 points, is sitting number 7 on the FUFA Women's Super League table. Toro Queens are winning only 1. Approaching minute number 70. Some of the fans here giving in some coaching tactics here to the Shiko Prates FC. Surprisingly, Nasonge, Nabumba, Nagadia. Great turn from Nambatia back onto Nasonge. Great play here from the Shiko Prates on a turn. Nasonge again with a fine ball. Shiko Prates Taken away by Damali. Back onto Nasonge. Finds time on the turn again. Nasonge with a fine ball blocked onto the way by Sanyu. And now Kampala Queens are onto the receiving end as we are going into the final 19 minutes of this game. Hassan Issa, Chibumba Ibrahim, one of the officials. Chibumba Ibrahim trades with Toro United in the Star Times Uganda Premier League, but of course yet onto one of the officials here for Shiko Prets FC. Now the designer player fall onto the ground here, colliding with a Shiko Prets player. And the medical team, oh, that was a collision that came in from Nkomba Swabla. Chibedu Mubarak in red, goalkeeping coach formerly at AC Villa, and again goalkeeping coach onto the national team side. That's the under 17 boys category. And the designer Damali Matama. And to the cool onto this one. Coaches also speaking to the players. This was goal number 1 from Nanziri Reste for Kampala Queens. That was a sweet finish and a sweet celebration. And again, great goal here from Nandede Zaina. Again for the Kampala Queens. That was number 2 for Kampala Queens FC. Reste Nabufu and Namuleme Zaina. Favor number 10 Nabumba and the team. Nabumba scoring onto the equalizer for Shiko Prets FC. Nandede Zaina. Player coming in from the eastern part of Uganda, that is Mbale for you from Shikataka, formerly the skipper for Shikataka FC, enjoying a first stay at the Kampala Queens in the FUFA Women's Super League. We'll be going into for a restart from the referee Tina. Ball cleared away here by Namiremo Margaret. On a turn, this is the team Susan. Great play by Dokas, taken away by Dokas. Played back onto by Nanziri. Nalujia loses possession. Nantongo. Number Tia on a turn. And then to the goalkeeper Mugide Prima. Long one here from Nasonge. Ibunyu. Remaining with only 16 minutes to play in the FUFA Women's Super League. Kampala Queens are still into the driving seat. Nande Designer will be coming back onto his feet and will be, of course, coming back onto the pitch to make things happen here for the Queens of Kampala. Namubidu surprisingly making her way back into the defense line, but of course putting up a great performance today. Zaina Namubidu missed here by Nalojia. Nanzil back onto Nalojia. Nanzil again tries to turn. Finally the referee blows the whistle here for foul play onto Nanzidi Margaret Kunihira. Margaret again. Nasong Ibunyu. Taken away by Nasonge. Nabumba. Favor. Nagadia, great play here from the Shiko Prets. A team with a fine ball. Taken away here by Namubiru. What a clearance again here from the central defender. 14 to play. A team leaving the ball onto Nakato Amina. Nabumba. Nakato with the cross. And again the goalkeeper. That is Mutuzo Lillian. Will be coming on to at any time from now here for the Kampala Queens, trying to make way into the Franks. Played for the under 17 side onto the girls category in the under 17 Women World Cup qualifiers. Kunira again. Ball taken away from Kunira onto Namirimu Nasonge. Nasonge Netan. Nasonge again for Shikoprit. Good play here by Matama. Taken away by Nasonge. With a fine ball from Nasonge. But poorly executed into the goal area. And Kampala Queens will take a breather before restarting onto this one. With only 13 minutes to play of the second 45. Kaboja is totally sunny, and of course Kampala Queens are still leading by 2-1. A team. And again a chance on tier for Dokas Nabufu. Nabufu takes on to this one. Now Menagadia. Once featured onto the national women's side. Team that of course went into play to Kenya for a friendly game in Kisumu, losing on to 4-1. Nanziri with the sweet ball here. Dixon to Naluja. Taken away by Nkomba Swabla. Can Shiko Press, of course, turn the things the other way? We are on to a losing ladder today. Kampala Queens. Nandede was the player caught offside into this one. And the free kick here for Shiko Press FC. That is Mutuzo getting instructions from the assistant coach. Chance here. A team Susan on a turn. Shiko Press. A team Susan with a cross. A chance here for Shiko Press FC. Naomi Gadia tries to shoot that ball from a short range. And again a chance wasted here for the visitors. Nasonge tries to fight for the ball back. And we'll be getting a substitution onto this one before we take on this one. Matama Damali, the first player to get a yellow card into this game, would be making way for the young lad Mutuzo Lillian. Mutuzo will be, of course, enjoying on to the 10 that are remaining into the second stanza. in the FUFA Women's Super League. Lydian Mutuzo, one of the pacey players. They know he'll be making in a great combination onto Margaret Kunihira Nandede. Lady Doves officials and the students for the Islamic University in Uganda. Good play from Namirimo Kunihira. Control here from Namuleme Zaina. Naume plays the long pass here. Looks on to Nambatia Favor. Favor Nambatia again. Favor again. Favor finds space. And a chance here for Shiko Prince. But finally, what a chance again here from the visitors. That was Nambatia Favor. Nambatia Favor here, one of the usual suspects here for Shiko Prince FC. Missing onto this one, but of course they have a corner. A corner here for Shiko Prince FC. Looking for an equalizer. And a header. Corporates. Naume Nagadia! Equalizer for Shiko Prince FC. Now, I saw this coming. The table leaders are back into their quotation. They just can't manage on to lose. Kampala Queens 2. Shiko Prince 2. Now that was a great goal here from the skipper, Naomi Nagadia. And trust me, the Palace is back onto fire. That was a great chance and a great finish. Naomi Nagadia, the table leaders, are back into play. What a great goal from Naomi Nagadia. 8 minutes to play onto the 90-minute mark. The game is 2 apiece in the FUFA Women's Super League. And now, the sweetness of women football in Uganda. Naomi Nagadia, skipper here for Shiko Prince. The experience, the class, the touch, and the finish from the captain. Shiko Prince now counting on to this one. They just can't lose onto this mark. Namidimo now looking for a breakaway. Namuleme Nambatia Namuleme takes the ball away. Kunihira Mutuzo. That was Nabumba Fiona making that heavy challenge onto the young lad by the names of Mutuzo Lillian. Goals and the four goals have been scored in by different players today. Namirimu takes a long clearance. Handball onto Kwatulia. The free kick here for Nabumba Fiona. Shooting from range. And again, what a chance here for Shiko Prince FC. Now going in for the 6th final minute meditation at the IUIU in Kaboja. Kampala Queens 2, Corporates 2 in the FUFA Women's Super League. A goal kick here for Kampala Queens. Nasonge on a turn here for Shiko Corporates. And again, this would be corner. Remember, Kampala Queens conceding their last goal in from a corner. And again, a chance here for the visitors to take it on with only 4 to play. Namirimu, rather, this would be Nantongo Sise coming in for this corner. The fans instructing the player to take that ball into the goal area. Chance here for Shiko Corporates. Nantongo with a fine corner. And again, Goalkeeper onto that save. Naluja. Return here from number to your favor. Going here for Nakato Amina. Favor turns and shoots. Very poor from the She Corporates FC top scorer with 4 goals. She hasn't yet scored today. Onto her name, one of the players to the She Corporates FC side, Nakato Amina. Great player from Nanzidi. Takes a long ball. Good player from Kumba Swabla. Nabumba. Back onto the goalkeeper. Mugide Prima. Clearance away, tries to look onto Kunira Margaret, and now Dafin Nyayenga getting a breather. Conceding 2, but of course finally their team has drawn onto level. Favor Namuleme, Nantongo, Sanyo, Mutuzo, Nakato, She Corporates FC, Nagadia Naomi, Tunasongo, Nabumba, here for She Corporates, looks on to a team got space here, and again a team tries to dodge one with a fine cross from a team, a header, blocked away, Nasongo with the control, but of course finally not looking on to Nambatia favor. Nambatia had all the space to punish the Kampala Queens FC players. Nabumba again. What a pass from Nabumba to Nambatia favor. Too heavy way from Nambatia favor. Look here, having a what or two. And a goal kick here onto Kampala Queens. Mugide Prima. Kwatulira clears. Poorly cleared away. Chance here for She Corporates FC. Ibunya Mariam. Taken away by Mutuzo. Namuleme. Experienced Nagadia on a turn. Tries to find Nasonge. Taken away by Namuleme. Namuleme again. Mutuzo gets the ball away. Speed Mutuzo. Again a chance here for Kampala Queens. A free kick here for Kampala Queens FC. Mutuzo leading on the run with only seconds to play on the 90-minute mark. The game is still tied on a 2-2 draw. That was Ibunyu Mariam. Kunihira Margaret onto this one. Kunihira. And again a chance here. Ball taken away by Dafin Nyayenga. Dafin Nyayenga. Ball bounces. Taken back by Naomi Nagadia. Back onto Mutuzo. Narujia. Looks onto Nanzidi. Mutuzo again with the touch. Great play here from Nkomba Swabla. The 90 minutes elapsing, and we are into the final 2 that have been added on to the 90 at the Islamic University in Uganda. Nanzidi and the free kick here for She Corporates FC. Player forward was Nabumba Fiona. Nantongo Sise coming on to this one for ball taken away from a free kick. Played back, taken up by Namuleme. On to Sanyu. A long one onto Atim. Finally taken away by Nabu Fudokas. Rainier coming from Shiko Prets FC. Shiko Prets. Nakato. Nanziri. Mutuzo on a turn. Looks on to Kunihira. Margaret. Plays the ball back onto Namuleme. Nakato intervenes for Shiko Prets. Atim Susan, ball taken away by Dokas. Great play and a fumble. And that team with a fine cross. Shiko Prets. That was a chance here for Shiko Prets to make things happen in the dying seconds of the game. Risky play from the defender. And that team didn't put the ball into the back of the net. What a chance again here from the visitors to call it a day. A long one here, but finally that was a great run from a team. Susan Namubiru fails to clear that ball away. Trust me, Namubiru would be the man to blame. That's if Kampala Queens went on to concede in the dying seconds of this game. Player down onto the ground for Kampala Queens FC in the FUFA Women's Super League. Match day number 9. Kampala Queens, rather Kawempe Muslim, tomorrow will be hosting Olila High School at Kawempe at 3 p.m. and not forgetting Toro Queens hosting Shimaroons in Buhinga Fort Portal. And Uganda Matters High School Lubaga would be playing up against UCU Lady Cardinals in one of the Sunday crackers in the FUFA Women's Super League. A game to watch between the Uganda Matters and the UCU Lady Cardinals. Now that would be a tie between a club that has got most of the players onto the under-age teams, that is under 20 and under 17. Uganda Matters for you. And of course, the referee blows on the final whistle to end proceedings at the IUIU in Kaboja. That was a great display and a great spirit, of course, coming in from the Shiko Prets FC. Full time from the Kampala Queens Palace. Kampala Queens 2, Shiko Prets 2.
Football in Uganda, it's finished to all, and of course an early goal by Resti Nanziri for the Kampala Queens was cancelled out by Fiona Nabumba's early great free kick, and then Zaina Nandede restored the goal that put daylight between the two sides. But late in the game, Captain Fantastic Naomi Nagadia rising to the occasion. We talked about her at halftime, scoring that goal that ensures that Shiko Prets remains unbeaten in the league, and of course also maintain their 5-point gap between them and Kampala Queens, who are their opponents. They sit on 21 points at the end of the first round of games in the FUFA Women Super Super League. There is no doubt that it was a great game of football. The Kampala Queens will really miss chance. They thought that maybe they had the victory within their grasp to reduce the deficit in terms of the table standings to just 2 as we go into a second round that is expected to be unpredictable. But rather, the She Corporates proved to the world that they are the team of the moment. They have 3 draws and 6 victories from their first round of games, and you think they're simply good enough to go ahead and put on a great second round posting to walk home with that title. That is a recap of the goals. That was the first scored by Resti Nanziri, a well-executed strike, back-end style. Those of you that actually watched football in the years that I did, that the way she struck that ball is called backhand. But then that free kick by Zaina Nandede was, by Shamira, the captain, was bundled home by Zaina Nandede for a 2-1. They have not showed us the free kick by Nabumba that leveled the tie at 1-1 at some stage. Those were very early goals. That is the free kick by Fiona Nabumba. Poor goalkeeping by Mujide, but at the end of the day, it was about the strike, and surely to win the lottery, you've got to buy the ticket. It's as simple as that. And Fiona Nabumba bought the ticket and she won the lottery for her team. But then cometh the hour, cometh the woman, Captain Fantastic. Wow, that is great. It's unlike women's football in Uganda. We've kept talking about this in Uganda, at UBC, that the girls in Uganda do things that are really unimaginable. But for me, the player of the match must be Nakato Amina. Nakato Amina silencing, but let's appreciate that goal first. It's been a great strike by Naomi Nagadia. She was a little silent. She doesn't do a lot of talking. She simply does the donkey work for her team, and she does it pretty well. And she comes up with a goal. I think it must be her first this season, but a very, 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 very valuable goal. Yes. Coming into this 9th match day of the FUFA Women's Super League, Kampala Queens had not won at home, but they were a team that was posting great results, and they expected to get the better of She Corporates in terms of opening up competition in the league. But the action will continue tomorrow. I've told you of a girl called Grace Aluka. Grace Aluka is for Olida. Olida is in town from Soroti. They're going to play Kawempe Muslim down at Kawempe Muslim Senior Secondary School tomorrow. And then there will be a game in Toro at the Buhinga. The Toro Queens there will welcome She Maroons. Then there will also be a game at Uganda Matters High School, Lubaga, where the hosts there, the girls that form, like our colleague Lawrence Bwanika has told you about, the girls that form the core of the team that plays for the Under-17 of Uganda will play host to Uganda Christian University Lady Cardinals. It's expected to be a great game of football, and the Uganda Christian University Lady Cardinals will be happy that this has ended square, because in terms of chasing second position, they are now 2 points off the pace of Kampala Queens, but they have played a game less. We thank you for being a part of this. If it weren't for you out there watching us, surely we wouldn't be broadcasting this. Management of Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, thank you very much. And of course, the Federation of Uganda Football Associations that chose us ahead of every other media house in this country. You're doing a great job, I'm certain, and we promise you that we shall keep delivering. From me, John Bansentamu, and the rest of the team in Kampala that has enabled this happen, Nasa Mukasa, the guy that works for Magic 100 FM, he's going to give you Saturday Mix. It's a musical show. It talks music 90%, but of course he picks a few notes from us and tells you a little of sport. The sport he tells you is perfect. Our producer, Mr. Eddie Mwesi, thanks for a job well done. And of course the engineering team, the Hayakasegus of this world, young engineers of this world. And there's a small girl whose name skips. Thanks for ensuring that we look nice. For you Ugandans,